Now, stuck in the middle of the more than 2-year-long Syrian civil war is the small town of Maaloula, home to just over 3,000 residents, mostly Christians. RT has been bringing continuing coverage from the town as it became a battleground between extremist rebel fighters affiliated with al-Nusra and the Assad government. The fighting continues around Maaloula, and the town is dealing with its share of destruction. Recently, RT spoke with an Archbishop of the Syrian Church for Eastern U.S., who told the story of Maaloula and the hardships brought on by the Syrian civil war.
Maaloula is a very ancient town northeast of Damascus, and it is on the list of the heritage centers, the UNESCO list. Maaloula is made of mainly Christian and some Muslim families who have lived together for many centuries peacefully. Maaloula is one of the very few towns and cities in Syria where Aramaic is still spoken. Of course, the inhabitants of Maaloula originally come from the Aramaic people of Syria, which was the dominant race in Syria before Islam. Now, many around Maaloula have become Arabized through language and through other things, but Maaloula kept its Aramaic identity. Maaloula is not different than other Christian enclaves and population of Christians in the large cities. They have always felt that what's happening in Syria right now is against their own interest as citizens of Syria, and especially as Christians. As it's well known and documented, Christians under the Assad rule have lived relatively very peaceful conditions. And the government and the Syrian population have been really nice to the Christians, because the Christians, after all, are these inhabitants of Syria, the original inhabitants of Syria. Therefore, keeping the Christian presence in the Middle East, especially in Syria, is a richness and is enriching the Syrian society. Therefore, they always stood with the country. I cannot say with the government, because they love the country, and that's why they think the current regime is good for Christians. It's a secular regime, and they are very much afraid of what comes after.
Maaloula is on the UNESCO list of tentative World Heritage Sites, famous for two of the oldest monasteries surviving in the country and the St. Takla Convent. Residents are urging the International Committee of the Red Cross and other government and non-governmental organizations to provide aid to the village, as well as the convent and residents who've taken refuge within it.